this shit public and you cry fucking foul. So, so one win. Okay. Obviously, by my community post, you can see that Onewen has had a conversation. Now, allegedly, Sin said that Onewen said that she would go live and totally retract what she said about Sin's child, which is a grown man, but that doesn't matter. Your child is your child. You don't get right, Jamie Lynn. It's insanity. You bring something forward and then cry foul when it's talked about because you've already put it out there, Randy. Now people can talk about it. So apparently, Sin ran and told people that Onewen said that she would totally retract everything she said. But see, it doesn't even matter, Sin, that he's on the level of a 3-year-old. He is your son. Where in the fuck does Thunder Thighs fucking Wendy? And you know what? I can call her fat because I'm fat too. It's unacceptable. And then to double down today and say, well, I'll follow through with it. I don't care. And if you come for or 66 sweet 666, I don't have a problem with sweet 666. She's never been nothing but nice to me. I don't have a problem with the woman. But if you come for sweet, I can promise you I'll put every bit of that shit out. Be careful, Onewen. Be careful with your threats. Because you start doing shit like that, somebody's liable to reach out to Randy's family and verify her stories, her unaliving, the story that Randy brought out about her family. So be careful with your threats there, Thunder Thigh. Hello, Steph. Because I don't care at what point you are with somebody on this platform, you do not threaten somebody with their children, their ex abuser, which, by the way, Wendy, since you want proof that Sin was in an abusive relationship, why don't you show us your proof about your alleged abuser, your own personal narcissist? Okay, Steph. Why don't you show us proof? Since you want Sin to prove it. Now, so Sin's putting up all these sappy fucking memes on her TikTok, but they don't look at her TikTok, according to them. Agreed, Janie. But, they don't look at her TikTok. But Sin posted a picture the other day of a concert. And Wendy took it upon herself and Randy and whoever else is in their little clique. And they reversed imaged it. And it turns out that it wasn't Sin's actual picture, which Sin never said in her comment section, in her comment under the picture. I don't believe. But even if she did, who cares? Who gives a fuck about a picture from a concert? But they're so invested, even though they'll tell you they're not invested, that she Google reverse image search to find out that it actually came from a reporter, not from Sin's cell phone, Sin's sister's cell phone. They're that invested. But they don't look at Sin's TikTok. That they reverse Google image it. They call her out. So Sin starts with a comeback. And what do? Leave us alone. You're obsessed, Sin. You're obsessed. Leave us alone. Bitches, you went picking at fucking her. So if Sin is really as crazy as you all fucking say, then I would back off if I was you. Don't fuck with crazy. But they want all this proof of everything Sin ever said. That is way invested, Jamie Lynn. Well, that's always been the rule, PF, but they don't have to play by the rules. It's also always been a rule on here. You don't attack people with their kids and their family. But yeah, other forms of social media was not, it was off limits, only YouTube and Twitter. Well, wait a minute, that picture might have been on Twitter, but I don't think it was. I think it was on TikTok. Either way, who gives a fuck? If Sin took the picture, a reporter took the picture, Joe Blow smoking a joint in the middle of the crowd took the fucking picture. Not a big deal. Not worth dragging Sin back up. Because other than this, all they have is sappy memes over on fucking TikTok about friendships. Yes, Wendy growled. But, right, nobody cares, Jamie. Just like nobody cares who fucking Asher belongs to. And now, it is Wendy's dog. I'm sure he lives like a fucking king. Nobody cares, Wendy, that you got him put in your name finally. Nobody cares. I don't know why Sin and Mandy brought that up. I believe it was Mandy. Mandy's known to be petty sometimes. From what I hear, I don't watch her. But nobody cares about that dumb shit. What people care about is when, hey, Captain of my soul, what people care about is when you start threatening somebody with their son. I don't care what condition he's in, and their abusive relationship. And then you want to say, prove it. Then fucking come forward and prove it yourself, Wendy. Prove that you were in an abusive relationship, because we heard all about it. Oh, Asher is a she. Okay, then she's living a queen's life. Because I will never ever say that Onewen does not take care of her dog. It's pretty clear she does. Hold on. Oh, wait a minute.
Knock, knock.
Hello.
Hey, yo, Tracy.
But for
How you doing?
Onewen to, I'm fine. But for Onewen to say, well, I wasn't going to put their faces in it. Really? But then you turn around and you double down. And if Sin hurts Sweet 66, oh, I'm coming for you. Be careful, Onewen. Be careful whose real life you reach into.
I would love to get specifics on what that exactly means. Like, what are you going to do to Sin?
She's going to show the screenshots of allegedly Sin lying about Onewen doing a total retraction. Nobody cares, Onewen. Nobody.
I thought we didn't show DMs. Isn't that a thing?
What?
We don't show DMs. We don't show private messages. We don't show text. Wasn't that a thing that they preach all the time?
Oh, yeah. They have no problem showing private messages.
No.
I don't know why they're fucking... they have a problem showing these. But you want to threaten to put out pictures of somebody's son, to put out stories about their abusive relationship? Be careful, Wendy. Be careful.
I mean, especially after you've already apologized for bringing up their son and bringing it to YouTube. Why is that not a topic that you could just avoid?
Because they don't have anything else.
Right? Like, why could you just not skip over that? And if she's such a liar and she's such a piece of shit, why couldn't you just avoid that and use whatever else you claim to have? Why do you have to go for her kid?
Why don't you demand proof from Randy? Why don't you demand proof from Onewen? She's talking about an abusive relationship.
I think she's been talking about an abusive relationship for how long now? Has anybody ever asked her for proof?
Right, PF. No, nobody's ever asked Randy to put out proof about her. I was having a bad day, when she went into her members only and told them about her alleged attempt to unalive herself. Nobody's ever said, Randy, put out proof of that.
She also brought it to YouTube.
Yes, she did. She always brings everything to YouTube and then cries foul when somebody talks about it.
Right. And no one's out here asking for proof, because that would be ridiculous. However, you guys want to point the finger at Sin. The nerve of them to just assume that every post that Sin makes on TikTok is about them.
I mean, they take a big paintbrush and they just paint Sin. This is how they get ahead of things. We're just going to paint Sin as a liar. Everything she says is a lie. When we all know there's a little bit of truth in everything. Especially since I've seen receipts of some of this.
Yeah. Every troll account is Sim.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you right now, I've trolled the fuck out of both of you a few times, and it wasn't Sin. That shit was me. I'm not going to tell you which one it was, but I've trolled you bitches, and I've had fun doing it. And you're up there going, oh, look, somebody activated Sin again. Oh, here comes Sin. You're just wrong. You're just wrong.
I can't believe that Wendy fucking doubled down on that ornery shit. I've never seen Sin go public and say anything about their children, their ex-abusive relationships, their current marriage. Nothing. Hey, Captain Meow.
And if they had stopped, everyone keeps saying, Sin, stop. Sin, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Sin, stop. Yeah, no, you stop. Sin's not going live. I think wait, she went on ATXs tonight. It's the first time we've heard from Sin in how long?
Well, their idea of Sin Stop is Sin Stop putting up sappy memes that my name's not in them. I'm not tagged in them.
Right.
But because I'm going to go ahead and assume they're about me. Stop it.
Yeah.
She